Hey, Shalom. Call Allah, Yahweh Shem Yahushai, Hashem, Harakakodash. Double honors to the apostles, and those a great millstone. Shalom to all the hopefully elect. Alright, this is a warrior from the Modesto, California camp. Uh, coming with another lesson, with another video on the road going to this damn job right now. Um, Something I was thinking about, just looking up, different things that's happening. Iran, saying that they will definitely, have a quick retaliation if Trump strikes. You got Trump striking Syria again. You got all this AI tech advancing. 2026 is gonna be fucking crazy. All right, and we can see that through the spirit. Like this could definitely be, you know, it, man. All right, how about Shemiah Shai? May just make his return. All right, sometime here in 2026. All right, with all this stuff going on, all this tension among the nations, among Esau and these nations, Esau amongst himself. All right. So you see all these things happening, protests and uproars of the people. All right, which that's an excuse that they want to use to go and mess with Iran, talking about these protests and the government's dealing all right unjustly with their population or whatever. Same old tricks Esau's always up to, trying to always be all up in somebody else's affairs. But that's his job. It talks about he who smote the people in wrath, with a continual stroke. All right, because this guy, America, as it says in the scriptures, is more stout than his fellows, huffing and puffing, and you know, uh, uh, just being the bully of the world, man. And these nations ain't taking it no more, man. All right, they're getting ready to move on this guy. All right, this is the time of Esau's destruction. 2026 may very well be the time Yahweh Shem Shai destroys this guy, man. But it made me, everything that's going on. You see, like, a lot of stuff happening, man. Second Ezra 16:35 says, "Hear now these things and understand them, ye servants of Yahweh Shem Shai." It's a good time to be able to see that, what the time that you're in. It's a good time to be in your right mind, all right, and be ready for the hell to come. Be ready for Revelation 12:12. All right, the demonization, different things that's gonna happen to test and prove, whether we're gonna be all about the Lord or not, whether we're gonna do what's necessary, all right, to stay in the spirit of Yahweh Shem Shai, to endure unto the end, all right, to refuse this world, man. All right, like that movie, the title, Leave the World Behind. All right, to be fully ready to throw yourself into the hands of Yahweh Shem Shai, man. All right, because we're gonna be tested to test our integrity to see if we're really about the Lord like that, man. So we gotta be ready. Prepare your mind for different things to come along to try and shake you up, to try and move you, to try and get you out of there. Try and have you deny the Lord. Like, you got these guys that are out here, all right, thinking gain is godliness. You got guys that are still out here debating and basically using the word of Yahweh Shem Shai for a paycheck, man. But what are they gonna do when they can't use, this truth as a paycheck anymore. All right. What are they gonna do? They're not gonna have anything. They're not gonna have any defense. All right. Which is why the apostles know the great millstone been, warning Jake that this thing is serious, man. It's real. It ain't no joke. All right. If your intent was to use this as a paycheck, man, the Lord's gonna reveal that, man. So it says, behold, the word of the Lord, receive it, believe not the gods of whom the Lord spake. Behold, the plagues draw nigh and are not slack. The Lord's gonna start, really destroying this place, man, and putting hell on these people. And good for these people, man. We've been telling them. All right. We've been telling them the Lord is coming to destroy this place, man. All right. As when a woman with child in the 9th month bringeth forth her son, with 2 or 3 hours of her birth, great pains compass her womb, which pains, when the child cometh forth, they slack not a moment. So, hey, 2026 starting off crazy, man. And it's not going to stop. All right. I through the Spirit of the Lord is just going to keep bringing it. We're in that time, bro. The time of Jacob's trouble, the time of the dead to be judged. This is the time of judgment, man. It's here, man. So Jay gonna have to be ready, be in your right mind, be in the mind, of Yahweh Shai to serve the Lord, man. All right. It says, strive for the truth unto death. So you're gonna have, different things are gonna be presented, different decisions, and we're gonna have to make, all right, the right decisions. Decisions that may be difficult but are necessary. All right, to endure. All right, to stay in the Spirit of the Lord, man. All right. Forget about this world, man. This world is on its way out. All right. Even so shall not the plagues be slack to come upon the earth, and the world shall mourn, and sorrow shall come upon it on every side. Right. And when we see these things coming, man, it's got to be our mind, to stand stiffly for Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, man, because these people, they gonna blame us, man. They're gonna come after us. Esau gonna come down, like a madman sparing none on you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. And he's definitely gonna come down hard on us, man, demonizing us, locking us up, trying to lock us up, trying to destroy us, man. It says, "O my people, hear my word, make you ready to that battle, and in those evils be even as pilgrims upon the earth." All right. So that's what the scriptures are saying, man. Be ready, all right, to use what you've gathered during this time of grace, during this time of gathering. Be ready to use, the wisdom and knowledge. As it says, wisdom and knowledge shall be your stability. Isaiah 33:6. It's gonna be your stability, so you know what to do. All right, all right, every situation you know, you're gonna choose the fear of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, man. It says the fear of the Lord is his treasure. You're gonna choose the fear of the Lord. You ain't gonna get no dang jabs. You ain't gonna get no implantations of any kind. All right, you ain't gonna go running to Egypt for help. You're gonna stay away from the world, man. All right, you're gonna be able to navigate this chaos, man. All right. It said, "Be as pilgrims upon the earth." We gotta just rely on the Spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, man. We just gotta rely on the Lord's help. All right. He that selleth, let him be as he that fleeth away. and he that buyeth as one that will lose. All right. Meaning, whatever you got going on in the world don't mean shit. Don't mean nothing. If you try to hang on to this world, man, you're gonna go down with it, man. He that occupieth merchandise as he that have no profit by it, and he that buildeth as he that shall not dwell therein. So yeah, we got lives, brothers got families, we got jobs, all that stuff, but we know that this world is gonna be destroyed, man. All right, that's why it tells you, if you have a wife, be as though you had not a wife. He that sorroweth as if he should not reap, or he that soweth as if he should not reap, right? Because it tells you in the scriptures it's not our rest. All right, we know that there is a kingdom coming. All right, Yahweh Shem Yahushai is coming to establish righteousness on the earth. And this place got to be destroyed, man. All right, so that's what we're looking towards, is a new kingdom and a new heaven, a new earth wherein dwelleth righteousness, man. All right, in which this guy gonna be taken out of the way, all his witchcraft and enchantments and wickedness and demons that he done, fucking spread throughout all over the earth, especially here in America, man, especially upon, so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, bro. Hey, man, this guy got to be destroyed, bro. This guy got to be destroyed. The Lord has hatred and disdain for the so-called white man, all right, who is Esau, Edom. All right, and these other nations are going to get a punishment and a judgment too. All right. It says, he that soweth as if he should not reap, so also he that planteth the vineyard as he that shall not gather the grapes. And fucking 2026, man, you still got these bug out Israelite camps out here that want to buy land and settle down here and get married and all this stuff, and really think that they just gonna have a family like that, and just complete madness. You had that one guy that said we got to build our kingdom and Esau's kingdom. It's complete ridiculousness. All right, the Lord is gonna destroy this place, man, and it's probably gonna happen. It's most likely gonna happen in 2026, man. So we gotta be in the mind to be ready. We've been rehearsing. All right, and now it's time to. It's gonna be. It's very close to that time for the performance. They that marry as they that shall get no children, and they that marry not as the widowers. Right, so you could, you have a woman, whatever, but that's not the priority, man, because we could lose that. We could lose our children. We don't know. We don't know what the tests are gonna be. The Lord could save your whole house, man, or you might have to go through some shit. Who knows, man? All we could do is be ready and have that mind. All right, that whatever happens, man, we just gonna stick it out and trust in the Lord, man. All right. And therefore they that labor in vain. For strangers, well, yeah. The whole point though is that, this thing is as childbirth. The contractions, they get closer and closer as, the time for the child to be born, which is gonna be the kingdom, arrives. And that's what's going on, man. So things are just gonna keep getting worse, crazier, more hell's gonna be putting on these people, and hell's gonna be put on us. All right, but not to destroy us, man. The Lord said he's always gonna have a way to escape. All right, for those that fear Yahweh Shem Yahushai, the Lord's gonna perform miracles. The Lord's gonna give spiritual powers. All right, to the servants of the Lord, man. The true servants of the Lord. So with that, hopefully it's edifying, and give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Shem Yahushai, by Shem HaKakwadash, double honors to the apostles and those great millstone. Shalom to the hopefully elect.